Hey everyone, this is Disi from YGG Esports, and here's our first video for Parallel TCG's Rookie Mode series. Today's deck will be Kathari Starter Deck. It is a zoo deck which aims to build a wide board, and an aggressive one that can finish games very fast. Kathari Starter Deck's paragon is Neus Valerius Alpha, or simply Neus. Its passive ability is, whenever a unit of yours deals damage and survives, it gets a permanent 1/1 buff at the end of your turn. Meanwhile, its active ability is, whenever Neus attacks, it gives a temporary 1/2 buff on up to 3 other units in that specific turn. Here are the high-valued cards for this deck. For the universal cards, we have Mercenary Gunslinger and PS8 Launcher. For the Kathari cards, we have Reliant Gamma, Cunning Scythian, Valerusi Standard Bearer, ATN Subjugate, and Seeing Triple. Now let's discuss the early game approach of Kathari Starter Deck. Firstly, on Mulligan phase, we want to get 1 and 2 cost units, or a PS8 Launcher for early board control. When choosing what to bank, you can always bank those cards that you wouldn't probably be playing in the next 2 to 3 turns, especially those non-unit cards. Make sure to try building up your board by placing units every turn, and utilizing Neos' passive ability. You can do this by avoiding trading units and letting your opponent decide to do the trade. You can still kill your opponent's units as long as your units survive. Here are some of the things that you need to take note going to the mid and late game with Kathari Starter Deck. First is the timing of playing Neus onto the board. Most of the time, you would want to place Neus on the board when you know that it would survive for that specific turn. And again, it's because its active ability only works when it attacks. You also need to think about where these buffs go to. It can change the tempo of the game, and it gives you room for other units to do some trades. Another mid to late game focus would be on ATN Subjugate. This unit lets you buff another unit by 1/1 permanently after placing a clone unit onto the board. This would be very crucial if you want to make some trades or keep some of your units alive during your opponent's turn. We also have Enduring Immunus if you want to get a unit back from the board for hand resource. Lastly, I'll just emphasize that you need to know the balance between trading your units for board control and hitting your opponent's health directly. One tip that I could give you when deciding to trade or not would be figuring out if your opponent has high valued cards on his board, or if you are trying to keep crucial cards on your board such as Cunning Scythian or ATN Subjugate. Alright, and that's it for our Kathari Starter Deck guide for Rookie Mode. If you want some extra apparition packs in-game, you can use my referral code, which should be right here. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section down below. You can also DM me on Twitter or visit my streams on Twitch. And if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as we will upload the next guides on the channel soon. Thank you for watching, and see you guys on the next one.